Hi, everyone. If you have not met me yet, my name is Tasha Williams. I'm a program director here at the Innovation Hub. And I've just gotten a lot of questions over the last week or so as you're preparing for idea competition and iLaunch applications. And so I thought I'd come on here, maybe just walk you through both of the competitions, give you some inside information, and try to just help you in the best way possible through this video. I still am open for you to come by my office, for you to call, email, whatever. I just thought maybe this might help a little bit, but still feel free to reach out. I'd love to help you make your application as competitive as possible and answer any of your questions. So first, I'm going to walk through kind of the idea competition and what to expect there and how to apply. So the idea competition is the 60-second video competition. That is it. There is no other rubric involved. There's no judges other than the public. Applications are due on October 24th. I believe that's Sunday at 11:59 p.m. So right before midnight. Once you submit your video, it's just a 60-second video, nothing else. You could have it on your phone, take it just like this. You could have somebody film it for you. You could just be talking. You could do a skit. You could demonstrate your product, whatever it is. There's no really rules behind it other than you explaining your idea in 60 seconds, however you do that. If you go to our website and go to startup and events to Red Raider Idea Competition, there's actually our winners right here. You can see and watch their videos and see how they did it. I think some of them just sat there and talked. Some of them had animation, some of them, so it's just whatever you want to do. Once you submit your video, it'll go onto a platform. I will share, once I get all the videos, I will share exactly what happens after that. It's a voting process between October 28th and November 16th. That's about 2.5, 3 weeks. And the award ceremony will be announced during the iLaunch competition. So we're going to do them kind of together on November 19th. And so we'll have a big check for you if you're the winner, and a party. We'll have food, appetizers, bar, that kind of thing here at the Innovation Hub to celebrate this. So once your video is in there, you have to do nothing else other than when it goes live for voting, you will know about it. You will see a platform, your video will be showcased there, and there'll be a thumbs up button under each of the videos. And so if anybody wants to, they watch your video and they vote on you, they click the thumbs up. That is it. You can share as many times as you want. We do check IP addresses to make sure that the same person isn't just clicking all day long. So there are steps in place to make sure that we don't have any fraudulent voting, that kind of thing. You can only vote one time per day, per IP address and per email address. So we all share all of those details with you. All you have to do now is upload your video to the platform. It's pretty easy. If you see on here in this inquiry form, that is just if you're not in our system, you've never been to any of our programs before, you want to get on our mailing list, you want us to know who you are, that's that. You actually have to submit the video here. You'll see this, you'll create an account, log in to apply, and here's some actual samples on how to give the perfect elevator pitch, and watch last year's winners. That's it. You upload it, you put a little description about who you are, and that is the nature of applying for the idea competition. Okay, once you have that 60-second video, you're going to need that for other programs that you want to apply for here. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the iLaunch competition. If I can get in there. Having trouble with my clicker here. So the iLaunch competition is the applications are also due on Sunday. And this is a business model canvas competition. What that means is it's an idea competition, but you just have to explain the business model canvas. If you've been in our iCore program, if you've been through Red Raider Startup, you should be pretty familiar with that. Even Hub Camp, you should be pretty familiar with that. So if not, we're here to help you. There's been mentor office hours available, and our team is here to help you anyway. The competition will take place on Friday, November 19th, but applications are due on Sunday before midnight. For the application process, you need an executive summary, 3-page max. We're not looking for anything extensive. We're looking for just very detailed information on your idea. You can basically sum up all of the slides that you submit. Your 1-minute elevator pitch. You should already have this if you're applying for the iLaunch or the idea competition. A pitch presentation deck, which is included down here below, a completed business model canvas, and then all finalists are required to attend pitch scrubs and tech check day. And what that means is pitch scrubs is just practice pitches, and that'll take place on November 12th. And I'll send this in an email so that you know. And then tech check day is where you actually get photos. You get with your team and your product, or you know, a picture, your logo, or whatever you want to do. And it's very professional photos that you get to keep. And we practice with the microphone, and we just do it. It's like a dry run, pretty much, dress rehearsal. And that is on the 17th. Okay, so how this works: once you submit your application, you will go into the portal. We will have our mentors. We have 43 industry mentors from all over. They will all be assigned applications. Every one of the applications will be read 5 different times by 5 different mentors. We do our best to assign the mentors that best fit the industry that you are representing in your application. So if it is in healthcare, we really try to get at least one mentor there that understands that, and then somebody that understands marketing, and somebody that understands finance. And so you have a very wide, diverse group of mentors looking at your application. They will be reviewing it and scoring it on a Likert scale on how well that you do those things. And I'll walk through the rubric with you in just a second. All right, so let me walk you through the presentation deck. So here's the presentation deck, right? Company name, team, problem, what problems are you solving? Solution, what is your solution to the problem? Customer segment, who needs your solution? How many people need your solution right now? How many will eventually need it? Okay, again, this is a template. This is just things that if you answer these questions in your own way, or however you want to do it, the judges can really understand what you're trying to do and score you high. Value proposition, what problem do we solve? How do we solve it? Channels, how do we deliver our solution to our customer? Where will customers find the solution? Okay, where are you going to put it out there? Where is it going to be? How are you going to get it to them? Customer relations, how will we talk to our market, to your customers, about your solution? How do we get more customers? What's your plan there? If you have to change direction, you did some customer discovery. Hopefully you all are, understand what that is. But if not, talk to me. I'll explain that. But if you have to change direction, what does that look like? You might not have all the answers today, but think about a secondary plan. Revenue streams, how will you get paid for the solution that you're providing? What's your plan? How are you going to make money? Key activities. What do we need to do in order to produce, market, and deliver the solution? What do we need to be able to do that? Okay. So activities, what are you going to do to be able to do that? What do you need? Key partners, who do you need to work with, right? If it's, Amazon or e-commerce platform or whatever you need to do, like who are the partners that are going to help you get there? Cost structure, how much will your key activities, resources, and partners cost you? How it's just going to cost you to do what you're trying to do. Here's the business model canvas, so you can just summarize each of those slides here, either in bullet points or paragraph form. Next steps in the commercialization of venture creation. What's your next venture? And what's your next steps? Oh, sorry, this says, what are your venture next steps to establishing a startup? What are you going to do? What do you need to do next, right? Budget. So this is where you can kind of just summarize those 2 slides, how much is it going to cost you? How are you going to make, what's your bottom line? You're going to make some money, right? You don't have to project in the years in the future, but really just very clear as to how you're going to do that and what your budget looks like. Broader impact. What impact does your product, technology, service have on society and the local community? So what service are you providing, your product, and how are you going to benefit society, your community, your customer? So there's that. So now I want to show you a real example of a winner, a past winner, the $10,000 winner. I'm going to go through her slide deck and show you. Okay, this is PCOS Diet Innovations app. Okay, this is Dr. Jennifer Fye. She gave us the permission to go through this with you in hopes that it will help you with your application. Okay, as you can see, she followed the template and the information that she provided, but she did not, she made it her own, right? So here's her problem, right? 5 million women in the United States have polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS. Okay, she's giving you reasons why it's a problem, right? Until now, because there's a solution. Her solution is the PCOS diet offers a new approach to management of PCOS through the science of food. No calorie counting, no carb counting, no fat counting, no food point system, no required exercise to be successful. This is her solution. Okay, in a prospective clinical research trial, study participants lost 19 pounds in 8 weeks. So she's showing how her solution is really going to change. And she has some actually scientific information. If you don't have this, if you haven't tested it yet, that's okay. Explain your solution. What's the product? This would be the product. This is how does it work? We developed a website where the PCOS diet and instructional video are commercially available to the public. This is what she's doing. This is what she's trying to explain. What is the technology going to do? It's going to give dietary instructions. It's going to give a grocery list, body mass index tracker, recipes and tips for eating out, motivational videos, and more. What's her value proposition? Okay, she's going to reach the consumer through her website, commercially available now, nutritional guide and instructional video. She even put how much it costs. You don't have to do that in your value proposition. You could do that later in your revenue, but she's just explaining all the things that are going to bring value to the customer. Customer relations. This is how she's going to do it. She's going to do it through social media. She's going to reach out to healthcare providers through the website. Offer free video explaining diagnosis and management of PCOS. Reach out to insurance companies. Provide a research proven health improvement tool to their policyholders. These are the customers she's going after. This is how she's going to talk to them. She has to pivot. Customers will have the opportunity to provide feedback. Continuous improvements to the app will be made to provide the latest evidence-based guide to health improvement to our customers. So she's basically saying here that if she's going to constantly get feedback and pivot as needed based on the information that she's received. Key activities. What is she going to do? She needs an app development team. She needs marketing support. She needs funding to make the app excellent. So the key activities are to create the app, to market, and to get funding. And she needs all of those things to make it happen. Key partners. Okay. Her team is a key partner. Flint Avenue Marketing, that's a marketing company, Texas Tech Health Sciences Center, and the mentors, those are all key partners. Now in this situation, she's doing this kind of internally. If you have an idea that goes globally, that goes beyond the community, you need to list those partners, whether it's Amazon or it's, if you're trying to get something into the food industry, do you need FDA approval? Would that be a key partner in the future? Would it be a grocery store? Would it be, if you're trying to get something into the market of cars, do you need to talk to somebody at the Ford dealership? Like, who do you need to talk to? These are some of your key partners that you have to make it happen. Cost structure. So again, she didn't know at the time how much it was going to cost when she applied for this. But her estimated cost for the basic app development is $35,000. I know she got this because she went and did some research. Wireframes and screens, okay? Broader impact. She wants to make a difference in these lives. She actually quoted somebody, or shared a little story there of somebody who's actually used the product. And then she ended it with, let's do this. So there you go. So she kind of incorporated her budget kind of in here. But one thing I noticed that we encouraged her to go back and do after she made the top 10, she had to go and incorporate a budget a little bit. And so they will guide you on doing that. But if you include it here, you'll be more competitive. So there's that. I also want to show you her business model canvas. See if I have that here. All right. So key partners, she wrote that here, key activities, key resources, value proposition. So she pretty much just put it exactly like her, exactly like their, like the, sorry, I can't even talk right now. The pitch deck, she put that there. Okay, so you'll need that. All right, last, the executive summary. We do give you, I think I can give you an executive summary template here. Let's go through this, right? It's executive summary, paragraph 1, introduction on who you are, your company name, your team information. 2, what problem are you solving? 3, who's your customer segment? Who needs your solution? 4, what value does your product service do? 5, how will you deliver your solution? 6, how will you change direction if needed? This is your pivot slide. 7, are you going to make money? How? Okay, that's your cost structure slide. 8, what does your team need to do in order to produce, market, and deliver your product? Page 9, paragraph 9, how much will everything cost you to produce? What is the budget? This is all narrative. 10, what will you do next to ensure that your service or product is a success? And 11, what impact does it make? If you see the theme here, this is pretty much your pitch deck. Okay, so you're just writing it out now in a narrative. So the judges have 3 ways to understand, 4 ways really to understand your idea. 1, through the 60-second video, 2, through the executive summary, reading it, 3, through the pitch deck, and then 4, through the business model canvas. So there you go. I'm going to share all of these resources with you, but I hope that this helps answer your question. And if you guys have any other questions about how to submit, anything like that, I want you guys to reach out to me for sure. Do not hesitate to reach out. I also want to make sure that you understand kind of what iLaunch is, what that entails, the actual competition. So on November 19th, I'm going to go back to this. Sorry, I'm coughing. Kind of go to this picture. This is Jennifer Faya, the PCOS diet. On November 19th, so how the competition will work basically is you submit your application through the portal on Sunday, by Sunday. The mentors will judge and score based on the scores on the Likert scale. The rubric is just pretty much what I read you. If you cover all of that information, however you do that in your slides and your executive summary, business model canvas, they will score you from 1 to 5 in each of those categories. How well did you explain it? How well do you understand it? That kind of thing. Once we get those scores, we'll take it down to the top 10. Okay. Once we have 10 finalists, we will notify you whether you're a finalist or you're not a finalist. If you're a finalist, then we will turn around and ask you to attend Pitch Scrubs on November 12th. We will then ask you to attend Tech Truck Day on November 17th. And then you, of course, have to be there for 19th, the iLaunch competition. The iLaunch competition, I believe, is in the afternoon. I think starting at 2 o'clock and goes till 5. I'll confirm that in the email. But basically, you'll have 10 minutes. I believe here in this competition, it's 10 minutes, followed by Q&A from the judges. If you attended Red Raider Startup, it'll look a lot like that. And, you know, iCore, you guys have presented there. It'll look a little bit like that. You'll have a panel, give you some back and forth feedback. You'll sit down, we'll announce the top 3 winners. At the end of the day, we'll celebrate, we'll have a party, we'll have appetizers, a bar, the atrium of the Innovation Hub will be packed with people. We will have large checks and glass awards and all those kind of things for the winners. So win or lose, you're going to get feedback from the judges. You're going to be more competitive in any other competition that we have because you're able to take the judges' feedback and move forward. So that's how it works. I'm going to follow up this video again with an email and share the information, but I hope that you watched this and that it was helpful. If at any point in time you need to get a hold of me, give me a call. I'll put that in the email. And I just hope that you guys don't miss this opportunity to apply for both of these great programs. All right, let me know how I can help. Thanks. Bye-bye.